What's up, YouTube? This is the TheSuperNamek's, and I'm going to be bringing a new segment to the channel. It won't be just me. We'll have, like, the dude and Sir Derps a lot and stuff like that on the channel doing this, but I'm bringing you deck discussions, basically throughout the week, seeing what you guys think, giving you my opinion, other people's opinions about other decks, what I think's good, what I think going with throughout the meta. So this week, I'll be doing Sylvans. I've been playing around with this a little bit, and I kind of like the archetype. I think it's a good archetype. It's a good combo deck. They have several other plays, and if you actually take a look, they have access to some cards that people haven't been playing, and I don't know, it's just a really neat toolbox deck. It's a combo deck. I mean, obviously you have your Lone Fire, you have Soul Charge. Obviously those are good cards. One of them that I actually took from a suggestion from Jeff, or Mr. Powers as I like to call him, he talked to me a little bit earlier about today, was Super Solar Nutrient. And the effect reads, tribute one level 2 or lower plant type monster, especially some one plant type monster whose level is equal to or lower than the tribute monster's level plus 3 from your hand or deck. When this card is removed from the field, destroy that monster. When that monster is removed from the field, destroy this card. Okay, positives. It takes dead Princess Sprouts, it takes dead Cherub Sprout, it takes Spore, anything like that. Instant access and Lone Fire Blossom. Seems pretty good. Now, there are downsides to it. I mean, obviously, it's MST fodder. It's a continuous spell. I mean, 9 times out of 10, if you're going first, it doesn't really matter. For example, it's just fucking around, play testing with it. I mean, it gives you your access to your Lone Fire Soul Charge play. That's good, where you can go. For example, you could open... Okay, let's see. We're going to do Super Solar Nutrient. We'll say Mount Sylvania's Soul Charge. We'll say Sylvan's Peacekeeper, since that always seems to be in my hand all the time, and then we'll say, what other card? Okay, we'll say a Rose Archer. Screw it. Right? So, automatically off the bat, for an example, I'll kind of show you like a combo you can do here. Let's make sure I got all the room so you guys can see everything. Just like an example of a combo. So, say you open this. Say this is your hand. It's like really simple. So, what we're going to do is we're going to hit the Sylvan Peacekeeper. It gives you a free Excavate. Okay? So, I hit a Sage Koya. Unfortunately, there's no spell in the grave. So, it is what it is. You can then activate the Super Solar Nutrient. Tribute that. You have the Sylvan Peacekeeper in grave. Now, off the bat, you can start your Lone Fire combo. Alright, so you go Lone Fire into Lone Fire, then Lone Fire into Hermitry. Okay? So, well, that's Sage Koya. I mean, we'll need that, but there's your Hermitry. Okay? You're set up. Now, at this point, you can Excavate if you want, so we'll just say we'll Excavate. So, Soul Charge, whatever, you already got one in hand. So, the next thing you can do is you can Soul Charge for 2. Okay? You now have your 2 Lone Fires. Back, ready in action. You can hit the 1 Lone Fire. You can go into Sage Koya, or you can hit the other Lone Fire. You can go into your Spore now. Okay? Now, like I said, you can still do whatever you want, so I'll Excavate again. I hit a Makoma Shurma, but you're going first, so that one doesn't really matter. But you're still loading your graveyard up with fire and wind targets. I play the Tempest Blaster, so it kind of loads it up. And then you have other neat plays with the Peacekeeper, too, so there's a lot of things you can do. So at this point, you now have a board set up, established. You can now go into... Well, this would be off the field because you tribute the Lone Fire. But you can go into a level 8 Synchro. For example, I like to open a lot, so now we have Stardust. And then you still have the level 8 on board, so you can banish the Sage Koya, get the Spore back, it's at level 8, overlay, and you can open the Felgrind. Which that's typically a pretty strong opening play, because now you have a Veiler that can protect itself, and then you can protect anything on the fields like MSTs, and now you can safely play this. And now you have your pretty established board set up. So they have some neat tricks that they can go into that I kind of like playing the deck with. Another card I like to use a lot in the deck that Jeff Jones actually made really popular that I like a lot is like Rose Archer. I mean, all I have to do is control plant, and I can negate any trap. Now, unfortunately, it's not tier 3. It's tier 2, so, or spell speed, I should say, spell speed 2, so it can't stop counter traps. Otherwise, that would be amazing. Stops Blackhorn, stops Solemn Warning. That would be awesome, but unfortunately it doesn't. But it does stop some key cards like Fiendish Chain, For some reason, when Sir Derpslot played him, he likes to open Gear Gear Gear. This stops Gear 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 for just the mere cost of controlling a plant. So that's actually pretty good. Oh, another thing, Breakthrough Skill. Breakthrough Skill is huge. It kills your deck. You can't get your effects off. You can't really do anything, so that's another good card. And then the 2 important cards of the deck, the 2 trees. You have Hermitry, and you have Sage Koya. Arguably, I think Hermitry is actually, I think, a little bit more important just because if it's Excavate, you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck and replace them in any order you want simply by excavating this card. That, it kind of gives you your own little draw engine with Sylvan Charity. I mean, so you get +3s all the time. It's level 8. It lets you go into Felgrin, lets you go into Heliopolis. Giant Grinder's a big one, because Gear Gear X is prevalent still, even though Gear Gear's at 1. At my locals, it's prevalent anyway. So this one's good. And then there's an argument that's being the most versatile too, Sage Koya. I mean, it's a level 7, so it gives you access to Aurea, it gives you access to Big Eye, it gives you access to Dracosac, prevalent level 7s. It's 26 beater, and just by sending a Sylvan to the graveyard, you can special them from your hand, so it's a free floater. So you're just like, oh, hello, I have a 26 beater and a level 7. And it's the most abusable with Spore, because you can go into your level 8 Synchros, and I hear Stardust, Crimson, and Scrap Dragon are good cards to go into. I mean, I don't play the Colossal Fighter right now just because I'm kind of still learning the deck, kind of going into it, but I don't know. I think it's a good combo deck. I don't know how I classify as a tier. It's either 1, 2, or in between. As long as Soul Charge is at 3, it's going to be good. I mean, even without the Soul Charge, I mean, you still have Super Solar Nutrients and you have Miracle Fertilizer. Keep re-abusing your Hermitries, keep re-abusing your Sage Koyas. I mean, you got neat little hand traps. I mean, I don't know. All around, I think it's a really good combo deck. I mean, it takes a lot to actually learn the deck. But once you actually kind of learn some of its combos and kind of going through it, it's really, really good. And then, naturally, you can splash dragons into it. So, I mean, as long as the Dragon Rulers one, especially like the important ones, like Tempest and Blaster are the real important ones. I mean, the prevalence of Dracosac and stuff being played, and a lot of XYZs and Synchros being Wind, and then you have Blaster. He's a 28 beater that you can, if you have the ability to splash in a deck, I don't see why you don't do it. I mean, 28 body is hard to get over in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, so. But yeah, that's what I think about the Sylvan deck. Feel free to leave your comments, any suggestions or anything like that. Tell me I suck at the game, I don't care. Feel free to leave your opinion. Just kind of a new segment we're trying to do, and hopefully I'll be doing it every week. I mean, they always give me shit at my locals because I have like 9 or 10 different fucking deck courses sitting in my binder waiting to be played. I never play them, so I'll just kind of give you my opinion weekly, see what you guys think. So always remember, like, comment, subscribe, and TheSuperNamek's. Peace.